above ground basement.
Flurm. Welcome to another edition of the Above Ground Basement Podcast. I am the Lonious Monk at the Lonious Monk on Twitter.
I am Pensive Poetry at Pensive Poetry on Twitter.
Digital Monster at _Digital Monster.
And we are very excited this week for our guest, Mr. Flips in the building. Hashtag Beat Life. What's happening?
Beat Life.
Hashtag thank you, Flips.
Flips?
Thank Flips, fuck Flips.
Barry's in the house.
Barry in the house.
Textbook, but you not reading it. You preach mischievous, seed them into them easy kids to eat it like we starving for teaching. No time for breathing in. I gotta catch my breath. You catch wreck for projecting cheesy shit. My block OG is shit.
Jagged rocks tear through to the bloody bone. This muddy road is flowing downhill. I slip and fall into abysmal little crevices and spill into it all. We'll paint you with acrylic, mimic my image on camera.
Gooseneck,
man.
Yes, sir.
That was the podcast. We're done.
Yeah, that's all you need to hear right
In
there.
and out. That's all you need. 4 blips of fame right there.
That's 3 more than most people get, man.
Hey, right.
And that's just for saying some dumb shit on YouTube.
Hey.
That last one was with
Hashtag
Simeon
Goosenuts.
Simpleton, right?
Yeah, that was on his mixtape that he put out most recently. He's got it on his Simeon Simpleton Bandcamp. It was Gold's Not Important was the name of that one.
Oh, yeah.
That mixtape is excellent.
It's
yes.
the Disquieted mixtape? Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it, man. It was a big
It's
word.
wonderful,
I was
though.
like,
So good.
I'm like, I could say Flips.
So good. And isn't it like all just one track, too? It's all like...
Yep.
Yeah, it's a continuous mix.
Some stream of consciousness type storytelling.
Yeah,
You don't
very-
need
very
to skip through
conceptual.
those songs.
I think it's broken down track by track, isn't it, on Bandcamp or no?
I think you can get
Okay.
tracks separately.
But who wants to... Don't skip through the tracks.
No,
I like,
don't do
I
it.
like the big mix.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't
But it's
do
like
it.
some
Don't
people...
double dutch these tracks, man.
But that's what I
do
do
it.
on YouTube, though. Is like I'll go listen to somebody's record, and it's like an hour long. It's like, oh, I like that song at 19 minutes and 4 seconds. I'm sitting there almost wrecked my car as I'm trying to scroll.
All this technology, and we're still like trying to find the exact time to
Exact timing.
rewind and fast forward.
But yeah, there was another song in there from the FSOA tape that Two Cypher just dropped. That's,
Cypher?
that Fred Astaire, and that's on the Gooseneck Productions Bandcamp. And that song is it was a fun one. The others were just random beats that no one will ever
Random
hear.
awesome beats
There's another
that some people should hear when
incredible
people rap on
MC.
them. Get on it.
2 Cypher.
Yeah, Two Cypher.
Two-Cypher,
He nice.
Double O.
He's a little nice, yeah.
Gooseneck repping, Ill Culture repping.
That's right, that's
Foster
right.
children repping. No one really knows about the foster children.
Yeah.
That's like 2000.
That's true everywhere.
Like, that was a record that I rapped on, the Foster Kids. Hilariously.
Oh, Flips is rapping. Something you
Eons
guys
ago.
didn't know. Something,
I know, man.
little trivia fact.
I rapped about nothing.
Oh.
I listened to a lot of Cool Keith, so that can tell you what I rapped about.
UFOs and
Oh, yeah. Leather jackets with lights on the back of it, you know. That's Cool Keith right there, you know.
yes, sir.
Just random. And it was a lot of freestyling because it was...
he was like the
back when
rap
I-
disco stew.
Hey,
Disco stew
that
doesn't
is a click.
advertise, and neither does Cool
Right.
Keith.
but no, the
Clearly.
Foster Kids, I think there's maybe 4 copies of that around, but that had Double O on there, Tone Poe on there, Big Perm, Simeon Simpleton when he was...
Oh,
We all went
goodness.
by aliases.
It's like a super group.
It was. It was a compilation of probably 20 people. DJ Mammoth had a song on there. All the beats were produced by Buck Bowen.
Nice,
And
nice.
like we recorded them in this duplex down in South Omaha, across the street from Rosenblatt, that we got kicked out of for throwing some raging party. Where the cops came and gave me a $200 ticket for not having registration when I was parked on my lawn. But yeah, 15th and B flat. If you ever hear that reference, that's what it was.
15th and B flat.
Yeah,
Goodness.
but yeah, foster kids.
So yeah, why don't you let's get right into it. Why don't you tell us a little bit about so Gooseneck is not, just something the cool kids holler out at all local
Oh, it
shows
is.
here. I mean,
It is.
it is that, but also it is much more than that. It's
Yeah,
it's you're spread. You're an activist.
An activist.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. This is going to get edited out. This part.
Right. Cool. But yeah, man, Gooseneck Productions, man. It was actually something when I first started making beats. Like everybody had their own little thing, and like I had a friend of mine that was making beats, and his was makeshift, and it wasn't necessarily like my title, my name, because that was obviously back then. I went by Mud Grips, I went by Monsieur Gripso, I went by just a bunch of random bullshit. It evolved into, well, after my 2K character on NBA on Dreamcast, Muddy Flips,
shout out
kinda,
Dreamcast.
just stuck with flips. But Gooseneck now has essentially evolved into a community, I would say. Activist is a good word to use, but we're really community minded, I would say. We want to do whatever we can using, music. It doesn't necessarily have to be only hip hop, but just using music as a backdrop for numerous events. If it's bringing, artists together to do a fundraiser, a toy drive, to do, like a kickball tournament like we have coming up again, our second annual one that we're going to hopefully repeat as champions. Hashtag trophies.
There's a few champs in this room right now, I think.
There are. I was the champion scorekeeper, and I kept that trophy.
That's right. It's all legit. It was all legit scoring, people.
Right. But yeah, man, no, it's like it's real nice though. It's to go to a show and everybody yells out Gooseneck, but it's more than just a tagline. I think join the flock, just random hashtags that we throw out there. But it's
There's deeper. It goes deeper than
rap.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely,
definitely.
Would you say it's bigger than hip hop?
Nothing's bigger than hip hop.
No.
Period. So I would say no, but that's. It was.
It has the power of hip hop behind it, though.
Of
It
course,
certainly does.
hip hop and music.
Right.
And again, just whatever we can really do, put out and help local artists, help with, putting their projects out. We've helped multiple people that wanted to put out a record that may not have had the necessity or the necessary tools or avenues to get something out that they wanted to. So, stepping in and assisting is kind of like what we do.
That's so awesome.
To me, it's never really been about flips.
Right.
The fuck flips thing is, I could care less about me.
Right.
It's what can I do to help y'all, and help people in this city and give back to our city. I'm born and raised Bellevue, Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska. So whatever little impact that we as a community or a team, Gooseneck, can do to give back, it kind of makes my heart melt a little bit.
For sure, and that's a great mindset, man. And I see you guys are doing stuff, constantly. I'm seeing things, whether it be on Facebook or just from word of mouth.
Right.
There's always something going on that Gooseneck supported. That's either a charity or a fundraiser or just something to like have fun. I mean, you guys have done everything from autism awareness fundraisers to
talent shows.
Right.
Yeah, we had a talent show,
food drives, clothing
toy
drives,
all kinds of stuff.
and
It's pretty incredible.
Clothing drives, food drives. Yeah, like you said, the toy drives are always fun. And that's around Christmas time, giving something out to the kids, giving back to the kids.
Right,
And,
right.
They're not driving toys.
Right.
No, but it was gifts for goslings is actually what we did. We always come up with some random gander-ish, title for a lot of shit we can do. So.
Nice. Well, I would just want to say one thing here real quick related to the autism awareness. It was already referenced, the kickball tournament. There's a charity kickball tournament that Gooseneck puts on. Flips, Two Cypher, and
Tammy. You call her
Tammy.
Tammy.
I didn't know if she wanted her name said.
It's the team.
And
She's
Tammy.
the bad. You can call her the bad. The business
Bad.
affair director. Is
All
what we
right.
entitled her, so we call her the bad because she's freaking awesome and bad.
Always working hard. But yeah, there's putting on a kickball tournament at the All Play Sports Complex at Seymour Smith Park. If you want to talk about that for just a second.
Yeah, July 25th. It's going to actually be our second annual.
Yeah.
So
official.
We've done
it's official now.
We did one, so now we're two. So and it was the next year. So we're going to call this annual. we going to ride it out as long as we can.
That's what that means.
I think so. But yeah, it's at the All Play Sports Complex there, Seymour Smith Park. For those who are not aware, it's basically, essentially, it's all play for everybody. You know, it's kind of geared towards individuals with disabilities. If you've been to the field, it's very handicapable for handicapped, you know, people in wheelchairs to get to the actual site to play on the field. And
They're
last
great
year,
fields too.
it is. It is.
really
It's
nice
like you walk up there and
facility.
you walk in there remembering, oh, I was in middle school. I was a kickball beast. That fence says 110 feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be hitting home runs all day. It ain't like that.
Nope.
You know, it's not like that. But yeah, you know the kickball tournament last year turned out really, really well. It's 8 local businesses will essentially draft a team and bring a team. And yes, it's a fundraiser, you know, to give back to the Autism Society of Nebraska. You know, we don't ever expect people to go out and donate, but it's kind of what you can is appreciated because
Exactly,
it's
right.
going to a great cause. You know, autism is very close to the Gooseneck family. Our hearts, you know, dealing with the little homie, Zach and Tammy's kid is on the spectrum. So, you know, whatever we can do to raise awareness. And last year we had a speaker, we had live performances from a local group, Recess, from here in Omaha.
Oh yes, I
Yeah, we
totally
had
remember that. They were
they
awesome.
turned up.
That was great. That was great.
It was turn up a little bit, but DJ Houston Alexander came through and DJ Shorty came through, and you know, but really, yeah, July 25th, All Play Sports Complex. It's going to be Volume 2. Hopefully, Gooseneck. Last year, I would like to say general manager. We kind of put a little beastly team together, and we were able to become victorious. But it's, you know, not ultimately about winning. It's
Right.
about, you know, bringing the community together and, you know, spreading the awareness for autism and hopefully make a little money that we can, you know, send over to them. So,
Exactly.
but yeah, again, a few months out, a little under 3 months exactly. So
You guys had such a great turnout, man. It was
it was
there had to be
it was
100
awesome.
people or so. I mean, we had packed that place full of teams, full of spectators. You
Yeah,
know,
we
just
did.
Supporters overall.
was-
It was great.
Easily one of the best days of my life. Probably, right?
Did you kick the homer?
I got one out of there.
I almost got killed by Shook when I went in there. I was pitching, but yeah, no, it turned out really well. And we'll again have, you know, a caterer of some sort. We had a food truck last year come, and yeah, it's something that we all like to get together. And it's, you know, it takes us back to when we were a kid. You know, we aren't all the most athletic individuals here, and I'll say my early 30s. But to get out there,
Top of my game, man. I don't know
you
what
know,
you're
get out
talking
there
about.
and you know, the second coming of Bertha Barber kickball all star. But yeah, man, no, it's something that we're looking forward to, and we're gonna. I hope the city will continue to get behind that event, and everybody that we have on board, all the businesses involved are all great. We have a few returning businesses, a few new businesses, so
Excellent. So even more will be spread. More awareness will be spread. So
definitely.
look for that. That's July 25th, and we'll definitely plug that once we get closer to the
Oh,
dates.
yeah.
That-
Gooseneckproductions.com.
Gooseneck.
There's information on there on our Facebook page. There'll always be information on there. That's Gooseneck Productions on Facebook. And then, of course, Twitter. It's at Join the Flock, GNP, the spelled ebonically, THA.
Very well said. Exactly. Concise and to the point.
Hey,
Prepared.
Prepared.
I try.
Very.
Barry, I get assistance from the federales to, you know, make sure I stay
Yeah.
on point.
You know, we were wondering if we were going to have any of that feedback from
From
your other mic that you always wear.
no, actually, it's
Turned it off.
it's not off, but it's,
Never off. They're always listening.
we are.
Look, man, Flips this company's got your back, guys. All right, they're just doing what's best for everyone.
Right.
That's it.
We just need your social
It's not called
security card.
spying. It's not called spying.
No,
If I'm walking down the street and I happen to hear you speaking about something loudly,
right. And my
maybe
microphone
I'm
happens
using-
to pick it up
Yeah.
and actually feeds
with my
to the
electronic
truck, which is
gear.
only a few blocks down the street.
It's not really
If it
my fault.
happens.
I'm just minding my own business, walking with my electronic equipment. That's what I do every day.
Oh, Barry.
Barry O.
Barry O.
So what else we got? What kind of musical events does Gooseneck have coming up? You got some shows you guys are throwing?
We're tag teaming with TKO.
Shout out TKO.
TKO. Genius. Shitty Gene.
Shitty Gene,
Gene.
greatest name
Punisher.
ever. I'm going on record.
The greatest name.
I love that name. Shitty Gene.
that's-
He should keep. I mean, I'm not trying to tell them what to do, but that's a great.
Keep shitty Gene.
That is a great.
It's hashtag, like you got, like, it's
Yeah, it's a
hashtag
hashtag.
shitty Gene.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's like you get on the microphone, it's like, yo, now come to the stage is, and you got to do the symbol. Hashtag shitty Gene. You know, it's like, I don't know if you ever saw that skit on SNL.
I did.
And it's like, hashtag shut the fuck up. Shout out to Questlove, The Roots. But yeah, June 20th at the Waiting Room, TKO and Gooseneck Productions present Jay Shaw, the God MC. Jay Shaw, Playa J, if y'all remember him as Playa J.
Yes, sir.
But Jay Shaw is going to be contributing his, I would say, second completed work of art, hopefully, to the masses. But yeah, it's a show there at the I almost said Hideout Waiting Room. Excuse me. Jay Shaw, I believe. 2 individuals in this room are on that event as well.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Madness Apparatus,
What?
the Digital Monster, and
goodness.
Pensive Poetry.
We will be there.
I'm gonna try to go from memory here. We have Sid Matson's on it as well.
I love her. I love
20 grand, Mike
everything she
Bama,
does.
and Damage, along with hashtag Shitty Gene.
Shitty
Hashtag
Gene.
Shitty Gene.
Waiting Room, June 20th.
June 20th, yes.
That's gonna
See
be
you
fun.
guys there for sure. That sounds like an awesome lineup.
Yeah, man, accept your invite via Facebook.
Yeah, I don't accept any invites via Facebook.
Don't hit maybe.
I'm
Do
not going to
write
anything.
Maybe.
I see.
I
I'm
know.
worse. Is what I do worse? Just ignoring it altogether.
But it's still even
Is that
like
worse
No,
than maybe?
I do. Maybe it is.
If you
'cause I do
actually-
it. I don't know.
you're the type of person to actually go and decline the event but still show up.
Oh,
You know, that's true support. It's
yeah,
like,
right.
Support.
You get fed up with all the invites, so you just
Right.
decline them, and everybody's like, "Man, why the Lonious Monk never be supporting?" But he be at
And then
the
I
show
tap you on the
anyway.
back.
Crowd.
Ding,
He's in
ding,
the
ding.
crowd.
Here I am.
And it's like in our radar from monitoring the Facebook acceptance is like, we got a decline in the building. Yeah. You know, but
It's all about getting those decline customers, man.
I know, right?
Like I don't want to come here, but here I am.
Right. Yeah, that's you
That's
turn
not
that
the
turn
case.
that frown upside down. You know,
Yeah,
you
right.
gotta make people smile, make them happy. You know.
I'm definitely doing that on June 20th because I love seeing TKO perform, and I also love seeing Jay
Yeah.
Shaw perform.
Oh yeah, they're
I love performing with TKO.
Right?
Dude is a beast.
It's fantastic.
Love it. Anytime TKO is in the building.
yeah TKO. He puts on a great performance. He's come a long way. You know, he's only been out there really
Yeah, he's got
in said
quick.
scene for a few years. You know, I think the end of December, it was probably December 2013 is when TK Omaha came out. So, you know, he's been grinding tough he got 3 projects since then, you know, the God King,
Right.
Genius.
Yeah.
He got another one coming out, I want to say probably fall, the Punisher tape.
He
So-
just continues to get better and better.
He does,
Each
and you can
track he
tell,
makes.
yeah, every
true.
track and
videos are
his performances. Yeah, that's him and his brother.
Yeah.
He
Shout
just
out
loves doing
Frank
it.
Grimes.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
definitely Frank Grimes. I
he's
saw all
coming
3 of
along.
those videos. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
He put them out in like the same week.
like one after another.
Right,
Like,
right.
It was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, you know, they woke up for breakfast, shot a video.
Yep.
Went to lunch, shot a video. Went to dinner, shot a video. Throwing
Yeah, it
a
was
couple
pretty
snacks
nice.
in between, and those are all
Exactly.
videos. So
Some grape drink, some Sunny D,
shout out to the
some
Purple
orange
Gang.
slices.
Purple
That's
Gang.
all you need to get going.
YouTube
Hey,
it. YouTube it.
orange
What are the
slices
names
at
of those?
halftime.
What are the names of those videos? Do you know?
I believe he has a video for Zero Dark 30.
Yeah.
Was one
that
of the
sounds
new
right.
ones. He has a video for, I want to say Written in My DNA, possibly. And then most recently was the NE State of Mind. I could be wrong, but he also has God King, which was DJ Vado. That was his first video. That was from the God King mixtape. And yeah, you know, it's different out, you know, you just share a track somewhere, or you just say, hey, will you come listen to my song or go check out this song. To actually have visual behind it
Yeah.
is hopefully, you know, a way to bring in new viewers, new listeners, different fan base from across the world. You know, not only just our local community, but a good platform to get stuff out there. And if you can see something happening as the song is playing, that kind of adds the extra element.
I think, especially on Facebook, if you're more likely to click a link. I think if you can see
See something.
the little preview, you know, it's a video. There's
Right.
the first image and something
Yeah.
going on. You're more likely, I think, than just the old school blue underline hyperlink. You know,
Right.
something like that. But so this is the second week in a row we've had a Beat Life member.
Beat Life.
Got
Hashtag
another
Beat
week.
Life.
Hashtag Beat Life.
Hashtag Seat Life.
Hashtag Seat
Seat
Life.
Life.
That's right. On Sundays is Seat Life. So we got to figure out a time to get Che,
All of Beat Life.
back down here.
All of Beat Life.
Frank Schemes.
Drag Frank
We
Schemes out
got
of
we
his
got
house.
60% right now.
60%. That's
We might not just have to invade
That's
Schemes'
majority.
house to make that happen.
That's true.
We'll get
It's
it.
like just ride on her. and
Show
be
up
like-
with a white van.
We could
have
man.
one of those
I
over
have
Surveillance
several
van.
white vans easily accessible.
What's Frank doing right now?
You don't want to know. That.
Yeah, that's true. I don't.
I gotta check the tape. Hashtag Berry Life. But yeah,
Berry
man,
Life stuff.
a Beat Life. That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a good episode.
We got about half an hour of a beat recorded, or half an hour of work in on a beat.
We
As
did.
a
We
Beat
did
Life-
kinda
the Beat
collab.
Life compilation.
But that was 80% though.
that
So
was
wasn't the full
80%.
Beat Life.
You still
That was
didn't have Frank.
That was when the homie was in his Rob Lowe stage. Was watching a lot of DirecTV commercials. But no,
Shout out Rob Lowe on Facebook.
Shout out Rob Lowe.
He's been fucking just killing it lately, though.
Yeah, man. Shout out Ill Sick Media.
Definitely.
The homie Frank Schemes. Out there, he's been putting in a lot of work and, helped out Galvanized Tron with getting the new website for Galvanized Tron going. He's a great engineer, graphic artist, producer. We've actually heard some raps as well from him.
Yeah,
Yep.
we have.
And they were not bad.
No.
Like, I enjoyed listening to Frank
gets on the
Schemes
mic.
rap. He was busting. But yeah, shout out to Ill Sick.
Ill
Beat
Sick.
Life. That's the homie. We'll drag you out the house. Hopefully by the time you're 40.
Yeah, he's a family man on the weekends, and at nights it's hard to get that dude away from his family and away from
Family
boxing.
first, man.
Family first and
There's
boxing.
nothing wrong with
So
that.
we're gonna have to. No, there's nothing wrong with that. It
Regardless
just
of
means
what
we're
it
gonna
is.
have to abduct him. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
That's fine.
Well, we have to use a different term just based on my
Okay.
other alliances.
Borrow.
Can't say abduct.
Cannot say abduct because that is-
Apprehend.
apprehend.
We will
That's
apprehend
also
him.
That sounds official.
Interrogate.
see, we're getting too Fed Life.
Okay, we
official
need to
right
go the
now.
other way.
Let's be like,
Back away.
we will take him out for a great evening.
Take him out.
Go get a beer. Beer.
Frank, would you like to go out for some sushi meals?
Can we borrow your presence for 3.7 hours?
What are you working on personally? Like, I know you're involved in a lot of
Personally.
Gooseneck. What's Flips doing? Is he making beats? What do you? I was going to ask you. What do you like to use? Because personally, the two people in here that make beats, it's not you. I mean, I use just basically computer, a little MIDI
Right.
keyboard. Did you use a machine? A little bit of that. I know you use a different instrument of choice.
I do have a different instrument. Right now, I have a couple unmentioned projects in the works.
Exclusive.
Yeah, there's some exclusive stuff going on. One that we haven't really said much about, but you might have seen some things. But I believe we're calling it Flimpleton. It's Flips with Simeon Simpleton.
Nice.
I've been, feeding them a handful of beats here and there to,
That's excellent.
try to get something out. I know him as Gut. I know him as Eric. I know him as Syndrome. We go way back to Bellevue West, T-Birds, woot woot. But yeah, we have a few things going on there. But now, as far as my instrument of choice, I work off of MPC, man. It's an MPC 2000
Yeah.
XL. Essentially, it's a
Hashtag zip drive.
right. Yeah, I am on the zip drive. I have 22 seconds of sample time. Every beat that I've ever made, I've used 22 seconds of sample time. Essentially, what that means is my chops, I only have that amount to essentially sample, including my sample loop, my drum loop. Anything that I throw in is a very, small.
So it's
amount of
22
time.
seconds total.
That I essentially of what I can sample.
Right.
I have the memory, so I can go expand my memory within said MPC. But I've gotten to
Sure.
the way where, it's do what you know and do what you, I guess, are good at. I've been able to make, I'd say, decent
I'd say that as well.
beats with the tools that I have and resources available to me. But yeah, man, it's the MPC 2000. Essentially, it's the drum pads. I started making beats on Hip Hop EJ. I don't know if anybody remembers Hip Hop EJ,
don't.
but that was
Sounds
like essentially one of the very first like drag and drop, point and click, fill in the bars like Fruity Loops type,
Right.
beat
I
programs.
used one called Beat Magic.
Yep.
Where
Pretty
you
similar
have,
to that.
Acid Pro.
Sounds like
Yep.
my Friday night.
Right.
Hey.
I was telling
Ding.
I was telling Digimon about the first drum machine I ever used. It was called Hammerhead.
Oh, nice.
And you couldn't load
That
your
also-
own
that sounds
samples.
like my Saturday night.
There was only one kind of kick, one kind of snare, one kind of hi-hat. That's all you could use.
Right.
And you would sequence it. People used that shit too. Like that was back when like internet rap was becoming a thing.
Magic Beat had a guitar tab like bars that you could enter guitar tabs into.
Oh wow.
But the guitars never sounded like anything
That's
but a
like-
Casio
That
keyboard.
They never do.
That's like the piano roll within like the first couple editions of Fruity Loops where it's
Yup.
just doing doo.
Did nothing. Now it's
But yeah,
It's
kind
called Guitar 808.
But yeah, I progressed from the software-based beat making into hardware about a decade ago. But yeah, and I have a vast crate collection, so I'll typically sample off a vinyl into the MPC and then throw drums on top of it. And I have a Korg synth that I use and all the rape sounds off of there as well. So
nice.
Oh, yeah.
that's kind of my process.
And you make fucking ill shit with that, man. I
appreciate it,
I
man.
honestly love your beats.
Thank you.
I'll
like
say that
your
on
beats.
mic this time. I love your beats.
Hey, I appreciate it. You too, man. All the way around the room.
Beat life.
Beat life.
Yeah, there's a bunch of pretty good producers in here right now.
There are. I've heard some Pensive beats
3.
as well.
You have?
I have.
What?
Did you even know you made some beats?
I did?
Did you even make beats? Pensive's made some beats.
I can beat.
ridiculous
I can beat
ones.
a little bit.
You can beat life a bit.
I can beat life a little
But yeah,
bit.
any other real projects that, just really right now, I kind of throw beats together and whoever wants to work with me, just get at me and we can figure something out. I don't really have anything in mind whenever I make anything. It's kind of just whatever comes.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then if somebody ever hits me for beats, I'm like, hey, well, check this out. You like it? Okay.
I think
something
it's,
with it.
I think it's
Right.
impossible to be any kind of a local hip hop artist without once bumping into Flips. Like meeting you, Gooseneck, and everybody's a part of it.
Right.
It's not just talking
And
support. It's
I've
showing
never
up
seen
support.
any one person at more events than Flips.
And he's got a
show.
day job.
Every show.
I got a day
job.
job. Hey, man, it's like a lot of folks now, they got family, they got kids. I don't necessarily. So the
Pub quiz.
Pub quiz. Okay,
Association.
here we go.
Twizzlers.
Makes mouth happy.
Strawberries.
Gross.
Delicious.
Is this supposed to keep going around?
Nope, just once.
okay.
That's a pub quiz.
Pub quiz. All right, yeah.
A
Shout
pup
out.
quiz.
shout
Whenever
out to
pup
Pup.
barks, we have a pup quiz.
So yeah, but okay. So that was getting really depressing on my loneliness. Thank you, Pup. But no, man, I like to go. I love local hip hop. I love underground hip hop. I used to be not necessarily into gangster rap. I still am. I still like it. But I started out listening to the Cash Money, the No Limit, all that shit.
Same
damn.
way.
And then ran into a shout out to Funky O, Luke Boris. Ran into him and he put me on to Hieroglyphics, put me on to
Yeah.
Reflection
Yeah.
Eternal, put me on to The Roots, put
The
me
Roots.
on to, all the underground MCs and producers. And when I heard that, I was just kind of like, what the hell have I been listening to?
Yeah. Like,
But then I sit there and I'm like, Baby Gangsta got an
Yep.
AK with 50 shots for that ass. Like, I still like Cash Money. Like, that's my, like,
Right.
bling, bling every time, that's, I still got a soft spot for that in my heart. But,
it's the shit you
underground
grew
hip
up
hop.
with, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
There's that.
but, yeah, so
Cash
shout out
Money.
to,
Shout out to Cash Money on that Cash Money. Shout out.
nah.
We're taking a break.
Welcome back to the Above Ground Basement.
Plurf, welcome back. That was an awesome break, guys.
It was
Hey,
a
It
great
was.
break.
It was great.
Thank you,
Feels
Kit
good.
Kats,
Feels good
thanks,
to be
Kit
back.
Kats. Give me that break.
our sponsor.
Hey, guess
Hashtag
what?
Chocolate life.
I think we got a little something. What are
Some
we?
special
what's about to
plan.
happen right now?
I'm supposed to rap.
What?
Yeah, we got Pensive about to
On a
rap.
beat.
Yeah, why
So
don't you
I,
tell us a little bit about how you made this beat?
How
Yeah,
did I
let's
make
hear
this
it.
beat?
Let's hear
So it was a stormy March evening in Omaha, Nebraska, and I was digging through crates, getting dust on my fingers like I typically do, and I stumbled across a pretty awesome sample that I stole. And whoever I stole it from, I apologize. If you want to sue me. It means I did something good. So yeah, no, I found a decent little loop. It's kind of real East Coast-ish, and then, threw some drums over it. I get really creative with the names to my beats, so this one is called Today, because when I made it, it was today.
It's always today.
Yeah, so we're about to run that. I believe Pensive over here, super duper MC from the Madness Apparatus. Shout out to them guys. Go buy their album Prologue. Yeah. Buy 3 or 4 of them.
Hashtag Murder Suburbs.
Hashtag Murder Suburbs. Whatever he just said. But yeah, so we about to come in with this beat I made. It's called Today, and we're going to have Pensive bless it with 16.
And I do love this beat.
So sick.
Gooseneck.
Gooseneck, join the flock. JTF.
Chuck Foes.
Chuck
Rock
of
with
Foes.
us.
4 fingers. 4 fathers.
Here we go. Face first in the Payne's church, howling, hallelujah, sutures spreading open by the thousands. Here I come connected by the grip of my brethren to find ascension in the depths between a breath and attention. Spread the flesh with your fingers, from my chest to my femurs. Let's address where this depression festers and lingers. Tell me what you notice, defective components, imperfections, a ghost with the quest of atonement. Sparking at the heart, caught in the drama department. A feast for all the beasts and bastards while starving the artists. They got her in the waiting room, going into labor. Doctor is yelling, wait, you need to fill out these papers. It's so dangerous, birthing dreams with no patience. I'm looking at her bravish, wondering how I'm gonna raise this. I was bathed in the rays of her unforgiving praises. She told me be a man and use my pain for creation. Use my pain for creation.
So yeah, this would be
Above
the
ground
hook.
basement.
And like you will bait the hook, and then you throw said hook into the lake and try to catch a fish. That's what you do on the hook.
That is
then you
exactly
eat.
how it works.
And then you eat fish tacos. Shout out to Michael Douglas. I couldn't even say it.
Oh man, but he did say it. Thank God.
I did say it.
Oh, you
You're
know
welcome.
what? It's a struggle being Michael Douglas.
It's hard out here for a Sheen. That ain't even the Sheens though. But he be winning
He
though.
is sheenish. Yeah,
Yeah,
he does be winning.
winning.
He got
My heart hurts now. My apologies.
my apologies to Catherine Zeta-Jones. The power you wield is uncontrollable, and I feel sorry for you.
Hashtag 20%. Oh my goodness. Inside jokes on the outside, above ground in the basement.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Inside jokes are all outside.
But yeah, that was
You're in
pretty
the
awesome, man. Good job there, Pensive.
Yes.
No, your beat was fantastic.
Hey, thank you.
Fantastic. I feel like I just levitated off my seat with that beat.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I appreciate it.
You were levitating.
It's all about the beats. I mean,
Beat life.
it is. It really
Hashtag
is.
Beat Life.
Hashtag beat life. You
Shout
gotta-
out Danny Che, Frank Schemes.
Yep,
The
yep,
only
yep.
2 Beat Life members not in the house.
Wish you were here.
WYOH. No, I messed that up.
Wish you out here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Wish you out here.
We get it.
Sorry.
All right, I'm with you. I got you.
How I wish you out here.
Shout out
Everybody
Pink
knows
Floyd.
that Pink Floyd song.
Yeah. Sample some Floyd and then get sued.
Yeah, right. That's a good way to
But
do
we
it.
changed it.
I know.
The lyrics are clearly different.
My pitch is negative 47, dog.
This is a pastiche. You can't sue me.
It's slow. Sampling.
Like, what's a pastiche? Give me
That's
$6
why I
million,
always gravitate
please.
towards the ones that are in a different language.
Yeah, that's
This might be safe.
Yeah, right. If you sue me, send me an affidavit or whatever
I
you
know,
guys
right?
do. I can't even read that shit. Doesn't even count. No sweat.
See, that's my thing with sampling is like that's always been my mindset is to like if anybody would ever approach me about taking 8 seconds from a song of theirs, somebody heard it.
Right.
You know, I got it to a place where, you know, somebody heard about it, somebody cares about it. Like
Yeah.
it's been further than outside the 402, you know. And do I have anything for you? I'll just delete the tracks. I ain't got shit for you, you know. But yeah, man, that's I don't know. Shout out to sampling,
Shout out to sampling.
stealing stuff. But yeah, like my dad will always ask, "Are you still, stealing your music?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can reword it,
Right?
I sample."
That's a very yeah.
But
I was talking to someone about this recently, actually, and the way I see it is, if your music gets sampled most times as like hip hop, it's called crate digging. You dig into crates of albums nobody wanted. You're keeping that music alive. You are resurrecting that artist, like that's the way I see it. And apparently someone who's really hurting for money on the other end probably
Yeah,
seeing
if
it
the
same
Green Ridge Evergreen State College Choir ever wants to fucking come after me for my fucking
it's like
sample,
I try to
let 'em.
like stay away from like the bigs, I'm like I'm not gonna go sample Prince, Michael, anything like that, right? Mike James.
Oh, Mike James.
I don't know who Mike James
Mike
is.
Jones.
Nah, who? Mike James.
Mike James
Used to play basketball.
For somebody.
I'm just kidding.
Mike
Jones,
James.
who? What?
You can say Mike James. Used to
330.
name a
I don't even know the
profession.
name of the phone number, but yeah, Mike Jones. Shout out.
You should have said shout out a social security number.
Right. 90352. And he's like, Mike James has been involved in the biggest identity theft scandal that's ever occurred.
Turns out he's the CEO of LifeLock. He's like, I put it out there. You can't crack it. Buy my shit. I'm
Right.
the CEO of LifeLock. Thought you knew.
No, that's where you hit him like what we was talking about is you already got it. Now I'm going to charge
Yep.
you for it. Just to like, hey, I gave you my social
already got
security
your
number
shit.
to establish good credit to get that house that you just bought in my name. I'm going to need the tax money
Yep.
off of that.
Turns out you're going to have another property tax.
Right.
And my name's Mike Jones. You already know my phone number, so get at me with
Holler.
that check. I think I dropped my
Cut the check.
I dropped my routing number on track 7. I dropped my
Pin code track. Oh, wow. Swish a house.
bank bars.
Bank bars. Oh my.
No, man, I can't I don't do anything except sample, man. That's
Right.
I'll start to create something that's just like sounds or whatever that I have, and I'm
Right.
like, I always kind of like it, but it always ends up in that folder.
Sampling's hip hop,
But,
man.
yeah,
That's-
man.
Hip hop came from, I hate to use the word stealing, but sampling other genres of music. And because it's like just the other day, it was my freaking birthday. I went, I was like, oh, how was your birthday? And Ice Cube, today was a good day. And then I'm like, well, shit, here's the original from the Isley Brothers. It's like it all
Yeah,
came
right?
from somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Everything. That's what I love about whosampled.com. Anytime I
Right.
get a sample, no matter how
People
like,
ask me what
crazy it might be, I always check it out to see if anybody's used it first.
Yeah, I don't. I just,
Well, and then I'll listen to theirs and be like, it kind of fucks me though, because then I'm
Right,
like,
it's kinda
that's kind of in
similar.
my head,
yeah, it's like people will ask me like, oh, who did you sample on this track? I don't know.
right?
It was like I got records on records on records.
Like I
You know,
sampled
shout
Hall
out-
Notes once.
I know,
That's
right?
about all I can remember.
It's like typically I'll like in the name kind of give me a
A hint.
hint to what I sampled, but that usually doesn't really work because when I get to the point of naming it, it's just like I'll look at my wall and be like,
Yep.
"There's a dust bunny in the corner." Dust bunnies.
Naming tracks is one of my favorite things ever. I'll like look around, but I'll just listen to it after it's done. Just
Like,
like, all right, what am I picturing right now?
When my creativity died at one point, I just started like I would be like, "All right, my beat's done. What time is it? This beat is 11:14." Like I started naming beats the time that I finished them. It was like that's
Well,
That's my favorite
For every
part,
cleverly named beat that I have 4 beats that are like FHG, FHG, C577777.
Right.
It's just me pounding the keyboard like.
and then like I'll
keyboard
send it to somebody and like it'll be named one thing for me and then
Yep.
they'll rename it something and then 2 months will go by and be like, "Hey man, I'm gonna need you to resend that beat." I was like, "What beat?" He was like, "Oh, you don't." I
Fossil fuels.
I
I'm like,
spit this,
what?
that, and the other over it. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna need you to like tell me how it went because it's like I don't, really.
Yeah, you
Then they
renamed it.
type
The
it
track
out.
is
They're
renamed.
like, da 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 da.
They send you with Morse code, and I'm like, okay. Oh yeah, I know that
yeah,
beat.
yeah.
That beat's called Dilly Bars. And it's like, but
That beat is cold.
shout out to DQ. Shout out to the chicken tender basket at DQ. Oh my goodness.
We're going to Village Inn after this.
Speaking of
Village Inn,
dude,
we
what-
can. Let's go. I'm down.
This is actually a show, and Flips kind
Oh,
of has
snap.
a tradition after shows.
Yeah, man. After
Post
shows,
show
yeah, post show pancakes, man.
Indeed.
You know, I'm a big guy. I like pancakes.
Shout
I
out
like-
to pancakes.
Shout out hashtag pancakes.
Hashtag crepes.
Hashtag crepes. Jay Shaw still ducking me on that crepe eating contest we were supposed
Oh,
Hash brown eggs.
to do. And then I think Lunchbox
brown
and I was
eggs.
supposed to have an egg roll eating contest as well. So,
oh man.
you know, whenever y'all want to go in
This
peace
is an open.
with
The
these,
gauntlet's been down, thrown
Hey,
down.
you know, we
What kind
can
of egg
competitive-
rolls are you guys?
Man, we kind of went like, you know, I was thinking more spring roll-ish because they're a little smaller and, you know, less filling where I can take out
It
30
is
or
April
40.
also.
But yeah, so post-show pancakes, like I'm going to get busted up like, oh, you competitive eating, calling people out and shit. Not really. I'm just saying these were dumb ideas that had came up once before. But yeah, post-show pancakes, man, yeah, after the show is like, it goes back actually to, and I'll hit you with a date.
Oh yeah.
2001. That shows my age, but it was actually the night that Aaliyah died. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. But we went to see a show. Blackalicious was out.
Shout out
UNL.
Blackalicious.
Shout out Blackalicious. Gift of
Nice.
gab. So Blackalicious performed on campus at a UNL. So shout out Huskers. Go Big Red. Did a show outside at the student union, and after the show, they served everybody fucking pancakes. It was like great hip hop
Prince
act.
style.
I know. It was like great hip hop act, great hip hop show, and they served me breakfast
pancakes.
and
It's like-
pancakes.
yeah.
So you know that to the whole post show and going out to, hey, you know, I enjoy the company of others, you know, and we can kind of, you know, have a little conversation of, hey, how'd the show go? You know,
It's
what were your
post show.
thoughts?
Everybody's a little bit
You know, it's kind of, you know,
Amped
other
up.
people go like,
good moods.
I'm a little old now for the after party where it's all right, let's go just get fucked up, you know. Like,
Right.
I don't really do that. So it's like, let's go, you know, have a nice meal with everybody who just, you know, perform. Hopefully they got a little bit of money so, you know, we can celebrate what they got from
Right.
their performance and have a
Exactly.
good meal and get your patty melt because I know you don't
Yes,
really get on the
prefer a patty
pancakes.
You
melt.
never really.
With
I mean,
no Thousand Island
No.
dressing.
No.
Come on,
But yeah,
dude.
so that all
a
and-
thousand islands, and that's the
Right.
best you came up with. What kind of fucking work do you guys do down there?
Right.
Not much.
So every post-show pancake kind of takes me to the beginning and, you know, brings back memories of that Blackalicious show back in 2001.
Hell
For me
yeah.
personally,
So-
I do like pancakes. I never would really go somewhere and order them too often,
Right.
Because I like them, but 2 bites in, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
But post-show pancakes, when
It's
you're
a-
not expecting it, I'm like,
Right.
yeah.
And
that's
it's
a
like
good
it's 2
idea.
o'clock, 1:30,
Nice
2 o'clock
little
in the morning.
late
you
night
know?
sugar rush.
Exactly.
That's good.
And I usually
Strawberry syrup.
shout out to the VIB. You know, I get the the pick 4, the VIB.
Oh shit!
Always the same thing too, and I get it. But
Hey man, it's fucking good. Don't
Hey,
change
it
that
is
shit
for
up.
real.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Even
so
if
yeah,
it is
shout out to
Village
Village Inn, my sponsor,
Inn. VI.
Gooseneck Productions and
I
Village
thought
Inn.
they
You
just
know, we
renamed
coming to
themselves to 6. I was confused.
right.
I didn't know what was
Flips
going on.
will be crowned the VIP of the VIB.
That's right. So you know, hopefully we can get a
VIP
little
of the VIB.
little donation from Village Inn for
Right?
Yeah.
shouting them out a little bit.
Hook me up with like free chocolate shakes, man.
Why
I
don't
won't
they-
come in very often.
Why don't
Just a
they
couple
put
times.
together a kickball team?
Village Inn kickball.
They don't let their workers like leave the kitchen, dude. They don't. Nope.
So the
set
positivity
up
of
a
Village Inn
cot.
has
They
completely
set up
went
a
the other
cot.
way to where
18-hour shifts, man. It's like working on the world's shittiest cruise ship. You remember that one
Free
cruise
coffee,
ship
but
that
that's
filled up
about
with
it.
feces in the hallways? Working at Village Inn is worse than that.
you must have worked at Village
No,
Inn.
but I've
wow.
heard
Okay.
horror stories.
I've heard.
So now we're gonna have to change the locale of our.
This is all
Post-show
hearsay. No, there's
pancake.
shit.
No.
Look, Village Inn
Village
workers.
Inn
I hear you
is
slave.
good.
That's like saying, look, I can
child
edit,
labor laws.
I can edit that shit out.
I
No
know.
who
problem.
who has really seen a Village Inn
No.
kitchen? Tweet us.
Who wants to? Who would want to make somebody's eggs? Like, there's 50 different kinds of fucking ways to make eggs,
Right.
and old people come in Village Inn all day long. They all want their eggs differently, and you have to. I'm only cooking them scrambled. That's it. You don't
Your
get them
choice.
over easy, over
Scrambled.
hard, over medium. You can just like
Scrambled or in the
just
carton
die.
and you
I
cook
don't
them your
want
damn
you.
self.
I don't want you in my
Just crack an
establishment.
egg over it and send it out.
Oh,
Fuck you.
it's like eat this shit like Rocky. No, I'll fucking cook it for you. I will cook it. I'm not a fucking savage. I'll scramble that shit for you, but that is it.
Wow.
That's it.
Scrambled egg,
Over hard? Nope.
fried.
No, we ain't doing it.
Fried?
Sunny side up.
Look,
No.
all right.
we
You
ain't
cook 'em- you
sunny
will at least
side
make me an
up.
omelet.
I'll make you an omelet.
All right,
I'll cook
bet.
you a fried egg, but it's my way.
Right.
It's the way I cook it. It's not your way. Sorry.
Which is scrambled only.
But I'm the paying customer.
No, I'm saying you can have scrambled, you can have fried. But in my establishment,
We might as well start your own establishment.
No, it's called scrambled or fried my way. So you know exactly what you're fucking getting before you even go in.
Welcome to Eggs, 2 choices.
Yeah. Jimmy's egg, 2 choices.
Eggs the monk way.
Yeah, it's 2 ways.
Scrambled
They're both
or
easy for me.
scrambled with cheese.
I have an entire menu to cook. I can't be fucking around with your over medium eggs all day.
But with every...
Oh, this one's over medium. Like, that's an egg now?
I ordered this one medium
I ordered
rare.
this one medium. No, it's from years of real experience of having steaks sent back from people that order shit medium
So you
rare.
worked in the food... You work in the...
I have a
worked
little
in
experience. I've
the
dabbled.
food industry.
I've dabbled.
Yeah, I've never been in...
Hashtag monk cook steaks perfectly. Every time.
Hashtag barbecue.
These motherfuckers are like, oh, I want this mid-rare. And perfectly mid-rare. Not even by me. I'm not saying it's always me. People cook it mid-rare. Gets sent back. Oh, I need this more done. This is not what I was expecting. It's like you're a 40-year-old person, grew up in Nebraska. You don't know what the fuck mid-rare is? Who are you, Kimmy Schmidt? Have you been turning to crank for 30 fucking years? Like, you don't know what that means? That's why places like Red Robin have to be like, do you want some pink or no pink? You ever heard that? You can't even
generalize it.
They generalize because people are so fucking
That's
stupid.
smart. That's probably a smart marketing.
It is smart.
2 options.
2 options because you can't
that's what
send
I
it
just
back.
said.
I'd be like, you ordered it pink. You
Yeah.
can't be like, oh, you ordered this mid-rare.
Yeah.
People would be like, well, that's not mid-rare to me. And I'm like,
Well, your mid-rare is different than Bill, Steve, Jane,
Yeah,
Kevin's
it's
mid-rare.
like, yeah, it's like
completely
you're
subjective.
a fucking, and they all just want well done. That's what they all want.
need
I don't
mine-
get it.
I need mine mid-rare.
Right, and that's what I assume cooking eggs is like, but 5 times worse because there's so many different ways to cook eggs. It's just a fucking egg, man.
Just eat it.
Seriously, breakfast is not this
Eat the
difficult.
goddamn thing.
Oh, it can be, though.
I'd like a poached egg on top of an eggs Benedict on top of... Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of my
Scrambled or
restaurant.
fried, fuckface.
What's the sign say? It says scrambled or fried, comma, fuckface,
2 ways.
exclamation.
2-way eggs.
2 ways, parentheses.
Parentheses.
They don't even have to worry about that because as the owner and proprietor of this establishment, I'll just be outside. Every person that comes in, I'm like, 2 ways. That's not a joke. Every person, I'll just say the same shit. I'll pull them off to the side.
Like, hey,
before
can I
they
get an
go
over
in.
easy? No.
You're gonna
What kind of eggs do you like? They'd be like, oh, over easy. Other line. That line is just a line that leads to nowhere. You're just standing there.
It leads back to the exit. Like they walk all the way around the restaurant
Yep.
and then end
Oh,
up.
you need to get in this line over here. I was like, oh, there's a couple other people waiting. Yeah, that's because they've been there for like an hour. They're
It's
still
like you
waiting.
got like like there's the actual like servers or the host, and then the other line is like the valet for that line.
Yep.
So like where they'll like okay they'll like actually walk them and then walk them completely all the way out back to their car. Like hey, thanks for coming. Can I get a tip?
You're like, is this like a Sonic City? And I'm like, already closed the door. I'm already
Right.
back to the other one. That's a good business model right there. You keep
Right.
out the riffraff. And riffraff could do that job. He's huge now.
Yeah, he'd be fantastic.
Shout out to HGH. Riffraff. Keeping it healthy. Hey, man, I'm not an athlete.
Dolce and Gabbana.
We should.
I watched some video.
We should all be on HGH.
I watched a video of the dude where he's like, if you's a rap, you gotta make sure you have good socks. And he's like putting on socks. It's like a good pair of socks. No, you can never have your day ruined with a good pair of socks.
He's right.
It's fantastic.
He probably has tattoo of socks where his socks should be.
That could be. That could be.
Hey,
Tweet me a picture of you with your sock tattoo. I want to see that. I don't want any like
You
I
got
just want a
Red
regular
Sox
sock.
and White Sox fans.
or
out there
Larry
who
Bird.
will.
Larry
right?
Bird. Oh yeah, you think so? I don't. No, I don't want just the emblem. I want
Like
the whole
The
foot
real
tattooed
sock.
as a sock.
Yeah, like a real.
And then
tube
after like a
sock
few years, you're
going
like, all right, I'm
mid-shin.
fucking going high top now. This is permanent. Get the Larry Bird with the 2 double green wide stripes.
Are you allowed to wear sandals if you do that? Then
That is a good question.
socks and sandals if your
is that like a
socks are
fashion
attached.
faux pas?
Your socks are a tat. You still have socks on, technically, right?
I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a tricky one.
You can't wear sandals with it then.
I'm saying that you can.
Yeah, that's a pass.
That is your foot.
That would, but with flip flops, I think it would be even better.
But what would like it's a fashion faux pas, man. Like people would.
But,
be
like, you've
are
essentially-
you wearing socks with sandals
After
These are-
Labor
You
Day?
have to explain it every day, and then you always got the people who are like, "Well, what does it mean? Like, what was your inspiration for the tattoo?" And they want to get.
Thought it'd
Look,
be
man,
funny.
my feet were cold.
Right.
And this did not work out how I thought.
Like, have you ever seen a
couldn't
fucking
afford
sock
Active
tag?
Home.
Why not?
Look, man, I don't have sock garters. I was tired of my shit. Just constantly, I had to roll my socks up all the time. So I just got
Figured I'd pay for it
fucking.
once.
I got these Argyles all the way up.
What if they get grass stained?
Oh, they wash right out.
No, you get the tat
They wash
of the
right
grass
out.
stain on your sock tat.
They dry faster than any sock in history, too. Even better than those quick dry socks.
Just use a towel, a ShamWow.
ShamWow.
Pep towel.
Shout out to ShamWow. Shout out to not getting in trouble while being the guy from ShamWow. Is he keeping it straight and narrow these days?
I bet you could probably Google sock tattoo and
Oh,
it's
we're
been
doing
done.
this happen. Yeah, it has to.
It has to have been
People
done.
are tattooing like their eyeballs. Like, of course, someone has a tattoo of like a full sock. I want to know what kind of sock it is, though.
It's gonna be your standard, crew mid.
Crew sock. All right. I think that's a little boring, though.
Hey,
Gotta get the knee high. What about with stirrups? Like the
Stirrups?
baseball stirrups.
I'd like to go
for
Argyle.
sporty guys.
I'd like to go Argyle socks, but then you're stuck.
So we went
though.
to ShamWow?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Did we
you
not
need-
Google sock tat and went to
Google
ShamWow?
sock tat.
Cleans up his
Everyone knows about the ShamWow guy beating up a prostitute. I think.
Nobody knows about sock tats.
Nobody. I thought it was an original. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
there's
there
lots
are.
of pictures
There's
of
a-
sock
Argyle
Is
is
tats.
that
like the second
Argyle?
one.
Yeah.
The Argyle tat.
You're
That's
stuck with it. Like you're in full business attire.
yes.
See, he didn't do his toes though. That's fucking cheating.
So it's
yeah.
like halfway up your foot. Or
You gotta
like,
get the nail and
See, he's
shit.
got it
And
almost
the
all the way up
crease.
to his knee.
Gotta get the crease at the tips of your toes.
That is badass, though. I would fill in. All right, for those that can't see this podcast, if you can, call me. I want those powers. But he's got like an Argyle pattern tat, but it's like dark, and then the other color is just his skin color. So I would rather just cover up all of my skin color because I'm super
Right.
pasty white. Nothing's going on there.
What if the
And just get some ridiculous colors.
What if the tattoo artist drew in the sock crooked as they get sometimes, and then you have to walk around feeling that crooked sock in your fucking...
There's nothing worse than crooked socks, man. If that
like
line,
the feeling of the
They don't
sock
gotta
hole on your
match.
toe.
I used
They
to
don't
throw
gotta
that
be-
line to the wind when I was a kid. I would just be like, I
Oh,
don't need this
yeah.
this line. I don't live inside this line. I put my socks on how I want. Guess what? The heel's going to be on my ankle today. I don't really care.
Right.
I'm walking around like that because I'm a dumb 10-year-old. Now, if that line is not perfectly in
sandals.
place, in
Yeah.
sandals. If
Is
that
that
line's
it?
not in place, I can't do it.
Is that a rite of passage for all boys, I think? 'Cause, like,
Once you put
I
your socks
told-
on
yeah,
properly, you're
once
a man.
you realize how the sock is properly put on your foot, you're now a man.
It is totally like rite of passage. That's a good one. I think there should definitely be a couple things like that, like shaving for the first time,
shaving.
putting your socks on properly, not jerking off because that you're not old enough for anything when you start jerking off. Especially you kids nowadays, you fucking weirdos jerking off
man.
when you're like still in the womb, probably watching you porn as a fetus. You guys are weirdos.
Wow.
Kids are weirdos. Yeah, wow.
Wow.
Kids are weirdos.
So we got a kickball tournament.
Back to fundraisers.
You really want to pin the kickball tournament to fucking fetus porn? That's on you, dog.
No, we were getting just way out there. No, that's good.
This is the above ground basement, man. We're already way out there.
Right.
Have we had a conspiracy yet?
Oh, 7. We almost made it. 7 minutes.
We did.
When we get to 5, I'll drop it. We'll do the 5-minute
we
cool
got
down
one.
with the conspiracy.
5-minute
I'm
conspiracy
intrigued.
cool down.
What is
We need a
it?
picture of Mel Gibson
We have
from Conspiracy Theory to
Fill
get
me
us
in, what's going
motivated.
on?
we have a discussion about conspiracies.
Okay.
It's like just a little segment that it's not
What was-
official.
Conspiracies.
Just go.
One of them was
here we
time
go.
travel. We talked about time travel.
Is time travel a
before.
nice.
conspiracy?
Is it? I don't know.
No.
Oh, these are really
well, now
specific.
because you got those pictures
Modern
of the dudes and
Nazis.
the like, you got pictures of Keanu Reeves in the 19th century
Jay-Z.
garb.
Or the one with
Jay-Z.
the guy on the cell phone
Oh yeah,
in
those
the movie.
two. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's totally real.
Yeah, it's real. Real to real.
What World Bank? Oh my goodness, I don't know what's happening. I'm stuck in a website right now. The top 10. Oh, of course.
I
top
got-
10 obscure conspiracies.
I got one. How about planned obsolescence, which is
What?
it's the idea that, well, it started with light bulbs, and when they were creating light bulbs, they could create them so that they would practically last forever, like 200-year-long life in a light bulb, and light bulb companies realize that, hey, we can't sell these things if they are.
Yeah, you would sell,
Okay.
one light bulb
Yeah.
per household
Yep.
or however
Yeah.
many they got, and
Yep.
that's
Designing
not
a
gonna-
product with an artificially limited useful life, so it will
Yes.
become obsolete.
Yeah, and so now they believe that
Oh, wow, what?
things are designed to break down after a certain amount of time. I know
Is
my
that-
iPad
is that-
1 is pretty fucking obsolete.
Yeah, true.
But the first versions of everything always work. Like I just recently I lost my phone and downgraded to not even a hashtag flips phone, but a fucking a slider phone.
Oh, nice.
And that thing works fantastically. Like
Right.
I was wondering
yeah.
how like sound quality.
that
It's
full
like 10
QWERTY?
years old.
Hell yeah.
Full QWERTY, man. I'm never going back.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's like that thing's 10 years old, and it's
Yeah.
it's a
Still
great like
rocking.
zombie apocalypse phone, man.
Still rocking. I had a dream last night
I'm
that
not on the
I
grid
got
on that
one
thing.
of those phones, and I
We
was
still have a
super
way.
excited about it.
To grid you, cuz.
Of course.
Very.
There's people silently nodding everywhere all outside the house.
yes.
They've got us surrounded.
In one empty van.
It's not empty, bro.
So you mean those guys haven't been painting that house this whole time on a Sunday afternoon? It's just like painters, phone number, area code 123-456-7890.
Name U.S. government.
Usco Vermint. It's a vermin company.
Exterminators.
Van drives off. They busted us. So what were we
Act
talking about?
casual.
Planned obsolescence. That's
Yeah,
what
planned
that's what the feds are
obsolescence.
trying to do to us, man. Make us obsolete,
Make us
man.
all- they're planning to.
No, of course people
Have
build
our bodies
things with the
break
intention of,
It's people.
especially in the computer world, new shit's coming out like every day, every
Yeah.
fucking day.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially since private developers have gotten ways to get their shit out there even more. I don't think the big companies definitely do. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It seems like.
Or at
you
least they're
almost-
holding on to certain features that I don't know what else it could possibly be, but
Yeah.
there's always a holdout for the next version,
Yeah.
Windows 12.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
So I felt like, I just got a new
Taken
Galaxy
4. What's
S5,
Liam
so
Neeson
here's
gonna
the
do in
S6
this one?
And the S7.
Right.
There's been 47 Taken movies, actually, because every Liam Neeson movie is the exact same.
Right. He's like
it's-
on a
it's
plane
Taken.
on one. It's not even
It's like
called
Taken
Taken.
on a plane.
And at least
Taken in a
10,
field.
10 of those are a
Taken in Nazi
montage of the
Germany.
other.
Get these
Takens.
taken off this motherfucking plane.
Right. But I still got to see them, though. Like, that's the bad part. It's like, I've seen this movie 14 times.
Taken's on a
but
plane.
Well, and
I
it
still
seems
gotta
to
go
be a
see
deal
it.
with Hollywood, like not specifically that, but the last Taken movie came out right around the time a Denzel Washington movie came out, where he was like some
yeah. the
good, he was some good guy, where
Equalizer.
Equalizer, where he's like
movie's
going
dope.
around beating up 20-year-olds and shit, and it's just like, how many old guys are we gonna watch? Like, how many 55, 60-year-old ex-Marine guys or whatever have nothing better to do than just the right thing all the time? And like, they're fucking vigilantes and shit.
They get money.
I don't know, man. They do get money.
Like a mofo.
Music is happening.
Music is happening.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
No.
So fuck Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson's though.
Neeson.
Bruce
Willie.
Liam Neeson's and Bruce Willie should get together with Denzies.
That's like putting a humidifier and a dehumidifier in the room. You can't do that. Fucking open up
create
the
a
time
tornado.
continuum and we'd all be sucked in.
Where would we end up, do you think, if someone was crazy enough to put a humidifier and a dehumidifier together in the same room and turn them both to 88 miles an
Has
hour?
anyone ever done it?
That's
There's no way
that's
anybody
listeners,
has
that's
ever
your
done
homework for this week.
Humidifier.
CERN won't even do
dehumidifier.
that.
Yes, CERN? No. They just got their other shit back on. They're not going to do that. They're not worried about humidifier. They're going to try to not blow up the planet again.
That's the last time we try that.
For the
one,
record,
fellas.
for CERN. Hashtag, let's figure this shit out.
Maybe that's what happened to the ancient civilizations, like
They
the
built
Mayans and
They built humidifiers and dehumidifiers,
dehumidifiers
for
and-
comfort.
I don't think that they would have been able to make those at that time. Like,
Hey man, how did they build the pyramids?
how? Do you want to know?
I do know, but that's all right.
Okay. Because I could tell you.
It involves sand and
We have the
water.
answer.
Lots of sand and lots of water.
Right. No, they were actually like pre-made in an assembly line.
Henry Ford's a time traveler.
Pyramid sponsored by Coca-Cola.
It's like if you can actually get under and look in like the bottom left corner, the very most bottom left part of the pyramid, like it's stamped like TM Coca-Cola. Like, for real.
Is there a year on it?
We can't tell you that.
Oh,
It's not BC or AD. It's beyond that.
Right.
it's beyond that.
Whenever
BYT.
BYT.
Beyond that.
Yeah, there you go.
That would just be BT.
Genius bit.
Okay.
It was bit.
Got you.
On that note, this has been pretty much the Above Ground podcast. Flips,
Yo.
thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I appreciate
Beat
it.
lifing
man.
it up.
Thank you for having me.
What else do you want to plug again? Let's hear
Plug
it.
again. All right, so here we go. So, Flips, gooseneckproductions.com.
Nick.
Check out my SoundCloud. It's soundcloud.com, flips-GMP. We got our Twitter, @JoinTheFlockGMP, THA spelled ebonically for the. We got the Facebook page, Gooseneck Productions. We have some great events coming to you here in the near future. We have June 20th at the Waiting Room, TKO and Gooseneck Productions present Jay Shaw, the God, with performances by the Madness Apparatus, Mike Bama, Sid Matson, Damage, 20 grand. And I probably forgot
big
somebody
show.
on there.
Good
But
lineup.
yeah, it's a big show. Great lineup, great artists, great performers. July 25th, 2015. All Play, Sports Complex, Seymour Smith, the Autism Awareness Kickball Tournament.
Yeah.
We have 8 combatants, 8 gladiators.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? We'll go to battle for the 2015 trophy. And again, it's to raise awareness for autism and fundraise for the Autism Society of Nebraska.
Yes.
$3. Children, I believe, under the age of 3 are free. So all proceeds will go to the Autism Society of Nebraska.
And bring those donations if you can.
Yeah, and get at your team captains and, donate as you see fit. Again, never demand. It's, do what you can. And it's going to a great cause. And again, thank you
Absolutely.
to the Lonious Monk, Pensive,
Thank you, Flips.
Digital Monster. Thanks for having me. I always have a good time. Shout out to Beat Life.
Shout out Beat Life.
Check out
Hashtag Beat Life.
my I got an R&B album coming out here in the
Oh.
near future.
Is this the Paula Abdul? We need that project.
the Paula Abdul covers? Big Delicious. No, that actually I just was standing in line somewhere and Straight Up came on and I was just like,
Nice.
I'm gonna do
It
a
needs
cover
to
of
happen.
Good
Paula
grocery
Abdul.
store music.
Should happen.
It is. But yeah, Big Delicious is having an R&B album. No.
Yes.
I always say that, but that ain't never gonna happen. I have no
Oh,
talent.
it'll happen.
So,
He's got talent.
but yeah, man, thanks again for tuning in. The
Above
Ground
Ground
Basement.
Above ground basement.
Podcast. Thank you.
Podcast.
I'm Thelonious Monk at Thelonious Monk on Twitter.
I am Pensive Poetry at Pensive Poetry on Twitter.
Digital Monster at _Digital Monster.
And we'll see you guys next week. Watch out
Thank
for
you for
that
listening.
volcano. Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to the Above Ground Basement.